how to deal with making mistakes. We all make mistakes from time to time, and I guess I can surely say that the worst thing for me when making a mistake is I feel embarrassed and I feel ashamed, and I'm angry at myself for making a mistake. So how can we all deal with making a mistake? And that is actually regardless if it's in your work environment or if it's in your private life, right? So the first thing is, be aware of exactly that, what I just said. We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. We all have our shortcomings. There are many reasons why we can make mistakes. Maybe we didn't have all the information required to make things better than we actually did them. Maybe we were afraid to ask, hence didn't have all the information. Maybe we just didn't know better, right? Or maybe we were just not thorough enough. It can happen too. Or forgot something, right? But it happens to everybody. So be aware of, you're not exposed as the only person making mistakes. We all make mistakes from time to time. So the next thing you need to do is to own your mistake. Yes, admit your mistakes. Don't blame anybody or the circumstances. Oh, I only made that because, this person didn't give me, or I don't know, it could be the most ridiculous excuses for making mistakes. Own it. Admit it, right? I made a mistake. It's me. Yes, I did that. And most importantly, do it immediately. It's really, really dangerous to sit on mistakes and not deal with them. I actually did that, and I almost risked valuable relationships with business partners and friends in this case. Even I was responsible for the annual report of a choir I was singing with, and that was some time ago, and I got this invoice from the printer. While I was moving, while I had lots on my plate, I completely forgot about this invoice to hand it over to the responsible people to pay. I realised it eventually. At that stage, it was such a long time ago that I felt really, this wave of shame and embarrassment coming over me. And at that stage, I was like, I can't admit that, it's really embarrassing. What did I do? I basically stuck my head in the sand. I ignored the problem despite getting reminders, and I really felt bad. But I could, I pushed it to the side because I didn't have to face these people on a regular basis. I had moved, didn't I? But it gave me a really bad feeling, and not a big surprise. These people stopped talking to me. Eventually, I grabbed the problem again and I resolved it. I went to those people, I apologized, I did what is actually the next step when dealing with mistakes. I rectified my mistake, right? I knew it was wrong. I took measures to get a positive result for everybody. I apologized. Right? That is really that is also very important. Apologize for your mistakes, rectify them, and don't risk any relationships or any major consequences while hiding up a mistake. Just imagine you're aware of a mistake in a project. Right? Eventually, you get together, depending on your work style. Maybe weeks later, and it comes out. The whole project could be in danger. And with that, you're not only risking a bad outcome, a bad result for your organization, but also the relationship with your colleagues, with your team. So, be aware, everybody makes mistakes. Own your mistake. Admit it. it's tough, it takes courage, it's, it takes a leap of faith also in people, that they will forgive you. You will find they will. Even I was forgiven after such a long time, not having buried the mistakes for quite some time. And rectify your mistakes. And the last bit is learn from it. Right? It's, making a mistake is human, and it can happen to all of us, to everybody. Making the same mistake twice, though, is a choice. Right? So learn from your mistakes. Look at what was actually the reason for me. Was it like I didn't dare asking anybody for an information? Was it I didn't have the skills? And I was I was ashamed to admit that. I thought I had to know that. I thought it was a weakness to say, I don't know how to do it. Right? Was it that? And if that was the case, learn it. Learn the skills. Now, be proactive. Learn what you didn't learn. Next time when you require information, just go out and ask. Right? Or if you don't know how to do something. Or whatever the reason was. Maybe, your thoughts were somewhere else. Maybe you had a personal crisis, a private crisis with a sick child, and you were just not that focused. This is, you can learn from that too, but obviously it's very hard to shift that completely to the side. But the learning effect might be, if I have these issues, maybe I have somebody else to double check my work, because I know I wasn't quite focused, I wasn't quite concentrated on the task. So whatever it is, whatever the learning process is, do it. Learn from your mistakes. So, thank you very much for watching that. I'm happy to serve you. Be inspired and become the personal leader of your life. Hi, thanks for watching this video. And if you liked what you saw, do me a favor and subscribe through clicking on this link attached to this video, because I'd love to help you more.